Hey y'all, Phyllis here from southernfrugal.com. I haven't posted in a couple of days, so I wanted to go ahead and post this afternoon and let y'all know what we're doing. Yeah, it's really hot and we are working outside still. Now, before y'all get all excited and warn us about being in the heat, I want to show y'all what we do. We just take a regular old headband, and this is Mr. Bucky's little thing that he uses. Cut a little hole in it right there, and guess what? Ice from the ice maker type, see how it's kind of rounded? Just put it in a little hole. Let me see if I can do it in front of the camera. Put it in a little hole right there. Let it go down. And so we just keep putting them in, however many you want. I'll just put a couple in to show y'all. All right. If the headband is wet, it goes in a lot easier. So there's a little hole we cut in there. And just let it go down. You can actually fill it in all the way around. Then what you do is go ahead and put that ice this over your head. Now this is much bigger because this is Mr. Bucky's and he's already stretched it out. He's got a bigger neck obviously than I do. So there's the ice. You put it in the back of your neck, like, I don't know if y'all can see, right in there, right sort of where your hair begins, and it'll keep you cool. You can work outside a lot longer. Now, if it's super hot, like it was today, I was putting out, well, both of us were putting out cedar chips, or it's really cedar mulch, aromatic cedar mulch you get from Lowe's. We've actually got it all around the outside perimeter of the house, everywhere. Not any in the back yet, but all in the front. I think, let's see, we bought, we had some bags, and we ended up, I think, with about 48 bags that we put out. It looks really good, too. I'll show y'all, too, at some point. But anyway, so you got this around your neck, and let's just assume that it's all filled with ice. So it's super hot outside, right? So what you do is just put the headband up like that, so it keeps your forehead cool, and it keeps your neck back behind you cool. So if those two things are cool, you can just keep working. So even with it 102, which is where I think it was today, you can work out maybe about 20 minutes. Then you just come in and get something to drink, rest maybe 10 minutes. You can go right back out and keep working. And here's the other benefit. If you have it around your neck and you've got it all full of ice, of course it starts melting right away. And today, I'll have to tell you, in 15 minutes it all melted. And then it kind of runs down the front side of you. It runs down your back. It's cool. Of course, I've just got on a white t-shirt, and it wets your t-shirt back and front, and that's more cooling for your body, so it works great. So anyway, we finished putting out the mulch. Let me take this off. See, his neck is much bigger than mine, and here's mine. See, it's just a regular headband. In fact, this one came from Walmart, and I just use it like when you're taking a shower. If you're not washing your hair, it kind of keeps your hair up, you know, away from the water. So I'm getting ready to go back out, and I'm working on the shutters that go on the garage, and I've been sanding them, just hand sanding them, getting ready to paint them. And so I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 4 in there. And so you can just, if you have it, you know, on the back of your neck, that's the best place for it. Right back there on the back of your neck. For some reason, that just keeps you cooler. And the next best place is right here. And I know you can buy those things that you put in the freezer or whatever, and then you can put them around you. They don't work as good as this, I don't think, because when it melts, it wets you and it just keeps you cooler. So anyway, that's what we've been doing, and we did this really for several days now. We've been doing this because it's been hot for several days. But anyway, I wanted to keep y'all up to date on that, and we're getting a lot of sun. I'm getting a lot more on my arms. Of course, my arms are all skinned up from putting mulch down in between the shrubs, because Mr. Bucky had cut the shrubs and they got some sharp edges. But anyway, so that's that. And we aren't able to work as much as if it were cooler, obviously, but we have been able to continue our work outside. And the other thing I wanted to update you on was the flea spray. And I had several people, I don't really know where they were from, what part of the country, that the flea spray did not work for them. Now, I do think that there are a lot of different types of fleas, and there might be some that it doesn't work on. But on our personal fleas, it works, okay? So anyway, I do not spray the dogs anymore in the wintertime because they never get fleas in the wintertime. So what I do is wait, and this will be, I think, the third year for it. I wait until they actually get a flea. So lo and behold, yesterday, both of them got a flea. And I don't think it was but one, but you know, one flea can bite them a whole bunch of times and they act like they got 50 on them. And I've cut, well, I'll show you. Steely, can you look in the camera? See how short I've cut their fur? I cut their fur. You looking out the window? They're waiting for their pawpaw to come home. Anyway, Mr. Peppy's over there in that chair. Anyway, you see how short their hair is? So, and I've got a little comb here with a fine tooth on it. I've also got a little flea comb. I never use it though. But if there's a flea on them, I'll find them. And usually they're along their stomach area or down a little bit lower. And sure enough, I found one on Steely. This is Steely, and one on Peppy. He's over there in the chair. And they had definitely fed on them because they were you know, kind of fat. And so I just sprayed them directly with the flea spray, and of course it kills them right away. And so now you smell like peppermint, don't you? Yeah, they don't like to get sprayed. But so now we just begin spraying them. And I have actually gone for as long as 6 weeks without spraying them and still no fleas. So anyway, the fleas come from squirrels in our yard. And we have got a lot of squirrels that come in our yard. And so that's probably where they come from, because both my neighbors use a different type of flea pill or something they use. I don't like to use those on really small dogs though. But anyway, so that's the story on the fleas. The fleas are definitely here. And let me see if I can think of anything else. We cooked, I got a pork loin roast. I mean a great big one, 6 pounds for $12.74. They think they hear Mr. Bucky coming. I know that's not him though. Anyway, got a pork loin roast. They said special buy at Walmart. It was absolutely delicious. So we went ahead and smoked it out on the smoker, and we have been eating on it, it seems like for days now, but we actually had a sandwich out of that today with it cold. To me it tastes like bacon now, you know, because it's smoked. But anyway, it's a super good cut of meat. And so with that, I want to talk to you about Walmart meats. At least our Walmart here in South Carolina are absolutely delicious. I even actually tried their chicken, which I never liked chicken from anywhere almost, except that one kind that they sell at Bilo. So I thought, well, what have I got to lose? You know, I'll just get a little small pack of chicken breast and I'll just try them. They were delicious. Okay, so I don't even go to Bilo anymore. I hate to say that because I like Bilo. But we get dog food there because that's the only place that sells the kind of dog food they like. But as far as the meat goes, the hamburger's delicious. I don't know what Walmart does, but their pork is delicious. All of it is just super good. And I think they have great prices too. So I don't know what they do to their meat. Maybe some of y'all know what they do. I don't know. But it's good. So anyway, that's that. Now I had something else. Oh yeah. And I had mentioned this to y'all before. Eric and Veronica, the little YouTube site, it's called WifeMeAndTea. That's the name of their little YouTube channel. Anyway, they have almost got to the place where they're ready to move into their tiny house. And on a couple of videos back, or maybe the last video I did, I'm not sure, I told you about them and gave you the little thing you could click on to go to their site. And I hope some of y'all did it. I think they're the cutest little couple, and I also think they're in South Carolina, down in the low country, close to the coast, maybe Charleston somewhere. I just recognized the terrain. It seemed very much like South Carolina. So anyway, that's about it. I have gotten the Mr. Bucky cleaned the deck a little while back. We didn't get a finish on it. We should have, but we didn't. So it all had to be cleaned again. So I cleaned it all yesterday, day before yesterday. I actually worked on Sunday, y'all. Mr. Bucky objected, but I said, you know what? I'm going to have to go ahead and do this because we're running out of time here. So I went ahead and did some cleaning on the deck on Sunday, and it's all clean now, no mold or mildew anywhere. And so we're ready to I'm going to put the same finish on I did on the front porch. And we're also going to get one of those rugs that you can put outside. And I saw some at Lowe's, and make it real nice. Oh, forgot another thing we did is we put some piers, but that's what Mr. Bucky calls them, piers. They're those little cement things that people put 2x4s in when they're building a deck. You can get those at Lowe's. They're kind of shaped like a pyramid and a flat area on top that a 2x4 would fit right into. He calls them piers. I don't know what they are. I guess that's what they are. Anyway, so we had 3 of them. So Mr. Bucky went and got a 4th one at Lowe's. And we've actually got our grill now sitting off the deck so that you can stand on the deck and do whatever grilling you're doing, and it doesn't take up room on the deck. So we just put all 4 wheels, each wheel has its own little pier, and he put a little board in between there, space about, I think it's a 2x4. And so you can stand on the deck and just he can stand on the deck and do the grilling. I sometimes do it, but he mostly does it. So we were real happy with that. Now, with all this said, I know so many of y'all have said, why don't you just go ahead and put the house on the market and be done with it? You don't need to do all this stuff. And I'll tell you that we have sold, Mr. Bucky and I together, we sold 2 rental houses. And we actually spent more money fixing those up than we have done with this house. I don't mean initially, because we renovated this whole house several years ago. But those houses had both been rented, I think both of them for about 10 years. And we just went in, new carpet, put wallpaper in the kitchen, the bath. That's when wallpaper was popular, y'all. And wallpaper in both bathrooms, and coordinated the colors and put new vinyl down in the kitchen. And we did the same thing on the other rental house when we sold it. And they sold right away. In fact, both of them, we said, we could move in here. So that's the way you want it. Let it be that, I would buy this house, or this house looks, I'd like to live here. And so that's really what we're doing our very, very best to make it appealing to people and to have it all okay. You know what I'm saying? Nothing broke, nothing fluffed over. It's all okay. Everything works. So that's really what we're doing. And of course, we're fixing the yard so that when you put that mulch down, you don't have to do any kind of weeding, because it's probably, I'm going to guess, it's maybe 4 inches worth of mulch down. And it's really eastern red cedar, that's what it is. And it's kind of, bugs don't like it. Now, spiders don't mind it, but bugs don't like it. So that part is good. Okay, so there's where we are. And I wanted to tell y'all that we are working in the heat. We're just not working as much as we were before it got so hot. I know we're in the middle of a heat wave, and it is hard to work when it's so hot. You can't work as long. You have to come in, take a break, drink a whole bunch of liquid, water, tea, something. And then, of course, our little headbands just absolutely work, y'all. I don't know any other way to say it. They absolutely work. And if it's super hot, of course, you can put ice all the way around except right there where the little hole is. Have your forehead cool, your neck. I think that's like really the base of your spine or the base of your brain, where your spine goes into your brain, and you've got a lot of blood flow there, and of course also in your neck too. So if you can keep those areas cool, you can. I mean, you still sweat, but you're cool, you know, and the fact that the ice melts and kind of runs down your back, runs down your chest, and it helps cool you. It does. It helps cool you. All right, so that's all the updates, and we, of course, have been having the smoothies every single morning, but what we have gone to now is I make enough overage for 4 mornings a week so that we can have at least 3 days of overage that I froze, so I don't go through all that making it. I don't even have to get out the blender and, I mean, the Vitamix. So that's working out really well. That's pretty much what I'm doing all the time now. All right, so I can't think of anything else. I did think of something. The mailbox. I don't think I've made a video since Anyway, y'all gave great advice. Hardly anyone liked the green. Oops, I dropped my little note. For the mailbox, and it was a really dumb idea on my part, y'all. I should have never thought of doing the mail. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, it would have just not looked good. And some of y'all are being real nice, I know, and saying, yeah, it would probably look okay. But it wouldn't. So the mailbox is brass, and it's been there for a very long time. It's not as old as the house, of course. And so what I ended up doing was cleaning it up. I did not use Brasso. I left the same patina that was on it, okay? And then what I did, so that it wouldn't look bad even more, I put a coat of urethane on it. And so it looks clean, a little bit shiny now, and but the same patina that was on it is still on it now. And I don't know why I did not think of that. Y'all were helpful in thinking of that. Several people mentioned that, to just leave it the way it was. Because I don't know if y'all noticed in some of the pictures of the front door, the kick plate on the front door is an antique. It's not the original kick plate that was on the door. I had to do a lot of antiquing to find it, because the door is bigger than a normal door. And so I got that and I cleaned it all up. I mean, it was awful. It was brass, but all marred up. And I just spent hour after hour cleaning that thing, got it just perfect, and put it up. And of course, in no time at all, it was already, not looking good again. So what I ended up doing is cleaning it up a little bit and putting polyurethane over it. And it looks great now. I mean, it looks like it's the original one that went with the door. It's just a kick plate, but back then we didn't have the internet, y'all. I know that's a shock to some of you younger people, but you couldn't order stuff because over the internet. And I could not find a kick plate that was wide enough for that door. And so when I found one at one of the antique malls, I went ahead and bought it. And sure enough, it fit perfectly. So I'm sure that front door had probably a kick plate exactly like that originally, but probably someone took it off many years earlier. But anyway, so if you look at that kick plate, it's not all bright and shiny, in other words. So it really kind of goes with the mailbox, really. So anyway, thank y'all for all those comments that you made, and thank you for the people that saying the green would be okay, even though you probably knew it wouldn't. But you were being really nice. A lot of people said to spray paint it black, and I mean, everything that y'all suggested, I really thought about a lot. But then when the first person mentioned leaving the mailbox the way it was, I thought, why didn't I think of that? That's right, because it goes with the house. Why would I change it? So anyway, we left it. I just cleaned it up, put urethane, the outside type polyurethane coating over it. and it's just got a little bit of shine, sort of a satin shine to it now, and it's good. And our mailman likes it. Yeah, he likes it. So anyway, that's it for now. There went my ice tray thing. All right, and Mr. Bucky's not back yet, so we'll just wait on until he gets back, and we will see y'all. I'm not going to promise a thing, y'all. I mentioned one more thing. I know I'm talkative, right? Because, you know, when you're out in the sun working and you get real hot and everything and you come in, it kind of puts you in a really good mood. That's what it does. That's what it does for me anyway. Anyway, someone mentioned that they would like to see some more desserts, videos on more desserts. Okay. I don't like to turn my oven on, y'all, when it's this kind of weather. It's just too much. It really is. And we are doing a lot of the square bread. I showed y'all that video I did on to make the little square bread. And I really make those once a week, sometimes twice a week. So we've been having a lot of sandwiches using that bread. Mr. Bucky loves it, and I really, really love it too. So it works out really good. All right, bye for now. Y'all be sure and look at Eric and Veronica's little YouTube channel on their tiny house, because that's exactly what we're going to do. It's just going to be bigger than theirs, but we're going to make a tiny house very similar to theirs. Not the same design, but I think, let's see, he started on it, I think, about 4 months ago. And I think he's pretty much doing it by himself, except for his younger brother helped him, I think, when he was putting up the cedar siding on it. Anyway, see y'all next time. Bye for now. Hey, I wanted to come out and show y'all the grill that Mr. Bucky fixed over here. I really like it this way too. There you go. Now, this whole grill, a big downburst of wind happened a couple of years ago, and it blew it out in the yard. I know, we couldn't believe it either. And it bent the door all up really bad. There's Steely. And so anyway, we're going to do a little wooden door to go on that. It's got the hinges already there. And anyway, there's what the deck looks like. All clean. And these are the flowers I'm going to use around in the yard. Those two baskets there. I was going to use those in front, but I found the other yellow ones. There's all my mops and stuff I've been using. And we're going to put some outdoor carpet on these steps, probably a tan color. And we're going to put the stain on the pickets. See how clean they came? We were very happy with the results of that. Very happy. All right, so I trimmed the bush back here, but it'll come out real quick as soon as we get some rain. And we're going to put the two chairs right over here, and I got a little table to go in between them, and then we're going to put the rug out here. And I cleaned off my little stepping stones over there too with Clorox and the detergent. And so we've taken the shutters off, and I've been working out here. See, I've got all the paint off. Mr. Bucky's not going to like that because he's going to have to take the lawnmower and get that up. We got to fix these doors, and it's kind of dark in here. Let me cut the light on. So what I'm going to do with the shutters is actually, this is the bad side, so I'm going to turn them over. And I'm fixing this because one of the shutters was kind of down lower than the other. I'm going to just wet this a little bit and let it sit in there, and it'll straighten it right up. So we're going to do it on this side since the paint is not peeling as bad. On this side, we're going to paint it that same green, a real similar color to the front. In fact, it's the same color as around the front door. Anyway, so I've got them all sanded. They're ready to paint. Got them up on the workhorses in here, and it's actually cooler out here now than it was earlier. But anyway, I've got to clean them up a little bit. These were where I think dirt daubers built nests, because this was the back side. But anyway, we're going to get this ready and get them back up. All right, so that's it, y'all. I'm for sure going to go this time. I haven't talked with y'all in a while. And so, have you noticed that when I don't talk to you for a while, I make a really long video? Our poor garden is so wilted. Mr. Bucky will probably be watering it when he gets home today, I'm sure. Anyway, let me show you another view of the deck. So we're going to put the Thompson's water sealer on all of that. And don't those flowers look pretty back there? I'm going to put that fern right over there at the corner. It's actually sitting on a 5-gallon paint can, but I think it looks pretty good that way. Anyway, the yard has pretty well dried up, the grass, because it is so very hot. We haven't cleaned out this flower bed yet. What I'd like to do is get some of those same flowers and put them in between each one of the border grass along there. That's what I'd like to do. But anyway, so there's the grill. We're going to take that clothesline down because we are taking that with us up to Mountain Rest. So anyway, here are the piers that Mr. Bucky put that grill on. I thought that was a pretty good idea. And it sits real level because we checked it out, make sure it was level. And it is, so you can actually stand right here and cook on the grill, right here on the deck, but yet it doesn't take up all this room on the deck. Okay, I probably want to get some kind of flowers to go over in here, probably impatiens, because this area stays in the shade. So, and these bushes are those old-timey Nandina, that's what they're called. I like them. They're really a type of, I can't think what you call that, a type of, they've got a hollow stem on them. Bamboo. I think they're almost akin to a bamboo maybe. Anyway, these were all here when we came here. They just weren't planted here. They were just along the fence line out there. So we've even got them back there under the ligustrum, which are these tall bushes. And that's what this one is too, a ligustrum. Y'all see my owl up in the tree? Yeah, we try to have him up there to keep the birds away from this bush so they don't poop on our deck. And here's another Nandina. See how big it is? It's almost up to the roof. And it was real small when we moved it there. Anyway, okay. Mr. Bucky's been gone today. I've had no one to talk to, so I've just talked. All right, we will see y'all next time for sure. Bye.